Hey, how's it going again tonight, everybody? Just wanted to check in, just see how everybody's doing. For myself today, it was a very long day. I probably woke up about 4:30 this morning, was unable to get back to bed. Now that we've dropped down into the 30s, it's really kicking my butt, and heat wasn't really turned up since we weren't really adjusted to the colder temperatures yet, so I had to go down and kind of boost the heat a little bit in the middle of the night, and that was not the best way to start the day. And then I had to go up to Oneonta today, so it was already a long day. We had a meeting. Some people were getting kind of yelled at in our department. Not myself. I was well behaved and was not part of the issue that we had today. And overall, it was just a long day. Had a lot of topics to cover, quite a bit of work to do outside of the two meetings that we had, and I was, overall, it was just another day of work. Nothing overly exciting was happening, just another run-of-the-mill kind of day. It was good, though. I really was looking forward to getting together with my friend after work. Between her boyfriend, and her son, I was able to meet the three of them. I actually brought her husband from his job up in Oneonta, got a chance to just kind of shoot the shit, go back and forth, just catch up. So we hadn't seen each other probably 2 or 3 months, and it was nice. We got a chance to go to Burger Mondays in Binghamton and just kind of give some details about this new place to my friend and to her boyfriend and to her son, and it was just nice to catch up. Just like anything else, you get a chance to catch up with friends you haven't seen in a while. You want to talk about everything, and in this instance, it was already kind of a little bit later and didn't get as much of a chance to talk about some personal stuff or listen to some of her personal stuff that's been going on in the last couple months. So it was enjoyable to see them. It was just nice to catch up, and I hope that we get a chance to get together and we don't have such a large lapse in between the next time we get together. And then after that, just came home. I said, did my whole making lunch for tomorrow, and just kind of talk with my mom a little bit. Sort of like a side note, I got a chance to, I got a call from the co-op today, and there's actually a woman that wants to do like a screening/interview, so I'm going to give them a call back tomorrow, and I believe this is the last step that I can do to sort of expedite the process. I know I told you before that I wanted to do the appraisal, and that's something that the bank has to do, so I kind of have to wait on them. Once I actually get this screening interview process completed and I get accepted, then what I need to do is get a letter of commitment from the bank. Then I can reach out to the lawyer that's being used, and then we can kind of move forward with everything. Once I get that taken care of, like I said, some of it's outside of my control at this point, and I know I've pointed that out in a number of other videos, and I'm going to continue to try to do everything in my power to expedite the process. Now, once I ended up getting back home, I was just going upstairs and just got on my PC, just playing Fortnite with a buddy that I've been playing for a while. Had a group of about 4 people that were playing it in squads for a while, and I could tell that when I first talked to the guy that I've been playing with tonight that something was wrong, and he told me that there was actually some sort of family emergency, and he was going to have to go from Buffalo back to his hometown closer to New York City, and he just sounded very concerned, and I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I was disappointed to hear that there was some sort of family emergency. He said his brother was coming back from California. I'm going to guess it's some sort of emergency, either with his grandparents or with his immediate parents, and I'm guessing it's health related. So I was really kind of sad and disappointed to hear that. Certainly empathetic and sympathetic towards things like that. And now I probably won't have anybody to play with doing Fortnite. So like I said, not only is that sort of absence of not having them there, I'm just kind of worrying now, in addition to thinking like, what am I going to do to fill my time, but kind of worried because this has been one of the buddies I've gotten to know over the last couple months playing an online game that's a mutual friend of my buddy that moved out to California. So yeah, I'd say my mood right now is concerned, and I'm just kind of sad to see someone else that is dealing with a family health emergency. So, yeah, that would just kind of set the mood for the evening, and I was already pretty exhausted today, so probably worrying more than I need to right now, and just overall just kind of concerned for myself, for my friend, and just what's going to happen the next couple weeks for him. So I do wish him the best, and I hope to hear some good news, or that, just like anything else, always hope for the best for people you do or you don't know. Just never need any more crises in your life. So, like I said, I'll leave it at that, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have some better news, or just any news, I guess, tomorrow, good or bad. Even no news would be an improvement over today, but overall, good chance to see my friend, and at least good to know, communicating with my friend out in California, that things are going well for him out there, and he's just getting a lease signed today, so it was cool to know that he's moving forward with everything out there, and he's going to have a place for him and his girlfriend, him and his fiance to be living at going forward. So, like I said, a mixed bag today, but just like a lot of days, you just don't know what you're going to get when you wake up.